Good, beautiful morning, everybody. It's a great day. My voice is still a little gone. However, I woke up this morning feeling a lot better than I have in a long time. I'm still dealing with the sore throat, a little bit of congestion, but it's been way better than it was in a while. That's a plus. I'm so tired of taking this and taking this and taking 4 other damn medications. I don't think my stomach can handle much more medication. But it's broken it up, and I'm sure today I'm going to sound like this all day, but I feel better than I have in a while, and like my body aches, all that's gone. We're heading out to do a Pistro's condo. So they build condos, and I believe they rent them out. I don't know all the details on what they do with them, but I do believe they rent them out. They're big. They're not just a little, like, little room here and a little. It's a pretty big condo. A full family could live in it for sure. So the girls are already heading out there. I had a quote to do this morning, and now I'm on my way out there to help. And I haven't physically been in the fields in a few days, and it's going to feel good to be back. So for those of you that's reached out about our services, or if I haven't yet got back with you, it's more than likely got to do with me being under the weather for the past little while. So I'll be getting back to everybody this next couple days. Sorry about the inconvenience. It's a great day today. Let's make it a great day. Despite all the rhetoric on these media outlets, let's talk a little bit about opportunities and possibilities, right? And I don't have all the answers, but what I do know is we still live in a country full of opportunities. Like, literally. Like, I haven't met many people that ain't walking around with a $1,000 phone. Now, whether they have that phone paid off or they're making payments on it, that don't really matter. The great thing is with the cell phone today is online sales, even used online sales, is probably at the all-time high in history ever. Now, I was a reseller for about, some years anyways. I don't know the exact years. But I was a reseller enough to get in the game deep enough to see enough profit margins per month to know that anybody could do that, right? Anybody could do that because I'm nothing special. I don't have a super college education, right? Anybody could take their phone, look at something, and see if they can make any value from that item for at the sale price it is, and then repost it and make money on it. And right now, that's at an all-time high. There are people making 7, 8, 9 figures a year. Not saying you have to go that extreme. I'm just showing you what is possible. There are people making 7, 8, 9 figure incomes reselling on donated items. Reselling on used furniture sitting on the side of the road that they take home and they refurbish and they turn around and make $1,000 profit on it. There's so many opportunities out here that doesn't take, and I'm not taking away from a college education. If you need to get in the medical industry or anything like that, and you want to get a doctor or a college education, by all means necessary, I'm not taking away from it. But I'm just saying is, you do not need an education to make a great income. You can do that a multitude of different ways. I'm just sharing one opportunity today, which is the reselling industry. And the reason I can talk about the reselling industry is because I was in the reselling industry, and we started with the $20 bill and took it in to a 6-figure in sales in 2 years. I did that. Little old Pollock Justin. I did that. So if I was able to do that, any of you with the cell phone with some drive can do the same thing, right? So we still live in a, despite all the rhetoric you see on social media and the hate and the division and this politics said that, this one said that, blah, blah, blah. despite all that bullshit, there is still opportunity everywhere in this country. And the reason I talk about reselling is because I know anybody can do it. Anybody can take a couple videos, upload it, go through the things it takes on whatever app you decide to upload it to. I strongly encourage picking an app that has the most reach. I picked eBay. People complained about the eBay fees, and I'll tell you why they complained about the eBay fees, and they didn't understand. All you have to do, you don't need a brick and mortar. You don't have to do any marketing. You don't have to do any advertising, nothing. All of that is done for you. So at the eBay fees that they do hit you with is minimal to the exposure you get. I was selling at least $7,000 to $8,000 worth of inventory outside of this country per month. You couldn't do that if you were the cost of your shipping out of the country. You wouldn't be able to keep up with that, but eBay does that for you. And I am not advocating for just eBay. There's many other apps today to use. I'm just letting you know, you can't complain. You can complain about the eBay fees, but you just have no idea of what marketing and that much reach is. You have, I think it was somewhere in I forget what it was per monthly. It was somewhere along the lines of 70 or maybe 160 million active buyers per month. That's insanity. Where are you going to get those numbers? Like, so despite all the crap and nonsense that's going on in our country, there is ample opportunity out here to do well in life. There still is. It depends on where you set your mindset and what you allow your mindset to get dictated through, right? I actually enjoyed reselling. The only thing I didn't enjoy about it is I was in a basement 8 to 12 hours a day. And I didn't have any one-on-one connection with people. And I'm an individual that has to have that. But in the reselling industry, there is other ways to connect with people. When you're outsourcing, there's multitude of different ways to connect with people. I just did a mass bulk buying, and I spent a lot of my time in a basement. And I started losing I thought I started losing myself. So, regardless of what all the crap is going on the news and so on and so forth, right? There's still ample opportunity out here to have a great life. It's out here. Don't let it slip you by. There's opportunities everywhere. Go seize the opportunity. And another thing I learned, you don't have to be a brainiac to go seize an opportunity. But what you do got to be willing to do is go take it. Nobody's going to give it to us. Nobody's going to come to you and say, oh, you're a good little person. Here's a nice shiny little opportunity for you. It doesn't happen. It might happen once in a blue moon. If you might know a friend that's an anomaly. You're not going to be the anomaly. I'm telling you that now. It's not going to happen. I used to think that way too. I'll just be a good person. Blah, 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 blah. And good things will happen to me. Maybe. Maybe not. Right? It's not owed to any of us. But the great thing is, despite what people want to believe, there is opportunity flourishing everywhere in this country. Everywhere. I see it everywhere. I see opportunity. Just driving down Bay Road, I see millions of dollars. It's there. It's there if you want to go get it. Yet, you'll still hear the people around here say, there's no opportunities out here. If all your friends say there's no opportunities where you live, I would run away from those friends. I would strongly encourage you to get the hell away from those people, because those mindsets will keep you in a very unhappy place in life. I'll just put it that way. There's millions everywhere down Bay Road. Why do you think all these businesses are here? They know it. It's money everywhere. It doesn't matter what city you're in. Now, if you're in a little one-horse town, you might want to look outside. Maybe you want to get into reselling. If you're in a little one-horse town, that's a great opportunity for you. Because then you got a much broader reach and you just got to go to the post office. Or for that matter, better yet, just have the post office come to you because they'll do that as well. But there's opportunities everywhere. And there's money everywhere. I used to think this way. Before I started opening my eyes and seeing opportunities around, I used to think the same way. I used to think Saginaw's broke. Nobody in Saginaw's got money. You know what the truth is? Nobody I hung around with had money. That was the truth. There's people out here with a lot of money. There's a lot of money out here. There's money everywhere out here. There is an abundance of money in Saginaw County. And even in Saginaw. There's an abundance of it. It's here. You got to find an opportunity and go take it. You got to take the opportunity. You don't just go ask for it, you go take it. You have to make it your own. And then you have to live it, eat it, breathe it, sleep it. Live it, eat it, breathe it, sleep it. Live it, eat it, breathe it, sleep it. You're going to look insane. People are going to think you're insane. But if you want an opportunity to manifest into reality, into your life, that's what you got to do. And it's still all the way around us. Like I said in the beginning of this video, everybody's walking around with a $1,000 phone. Okay, you can make $1,000 a day with that $1,000 phone if you truly want to. But people would rather say there's no opportunity here, so they have an excuse to not put the energy in that's needed to make that $1,000 a day. Because you can make that $1,000 a day. Anybody. You can make it. You can make $10,000 a day within time. Oh, that's not possible, Justin. It's very possible. It's very possible. And there's a lot of people doing it. And until I got away from the people that had the "there's no opportunities here anymore" attitude, I never seen it neither. That ain't saying nothing against those people that say that. But I just heard a friend say it the other day on their Facebook, if you want to elevate, you have to be around people that are elevating in life. You can't be around people that don't see the opportunities. If you're around a bunch of people that don't see the opportunities, guess what? You're not going to see the opportunities either. There's opportunities in everything. Everything. Everywhere. Just look around. There's opportunities everywhere. And there's opportunities everywhere with little investment, more than the cell phone you already have in your hand. Just saying. There's opportunities in Saginaw. There's opportunities in Bay City, Midland, Freeland, Hemlock, St. Charles, Chesney, Wausau, Michigan. They're everywhere. But you will never see the opportunities being around those that believe there's no opportunities. So it becomes who you put yourself around. And with that shiny $1,000 phone you bought to get on Facebook with, get on TikTok with, and I don't know, send a couple text messages and phone calls, that thing can make you $1,000 a day. Just letting you know. And more. It can make you a couple $100 a day. It can make you $50 a day. It can make you whatever goal you set it to make you. However, again, people will choose to say there is no opportunity for an excuse to not apply themselves in the manner that they know they need to apply themselves in order to reach that level that they want to reach. So they'll make up an excuse and say there is no opportunities in Saginaw. Yes, there is. Just because the big GM pensions and shit ain't here no more, it just means the opportunities are elsewhere. And you have to find them. And then you got to go take them. You need to contact St. Charles High School and speak to students on career day. Oh, that'd be awesome, Karen. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Hey, you might have some pull there. That would be fun. Probably when my throat's feeling a little bit better, that'd be probably best. I would love to do that. I believe the youth needs to hear that more than all the rhetoric they're hearing all over social media, all over the news. There's opportunity everywhere out here still, especially with the technology we have today. When I was going to school and Karen was my teacher, we might have had cell phones, but they were not advanced like they are today, where you can sit right in your living room and make 6 figures a year. Well, I'm getting a phone call from one of the girls. I love you all. Have a blessed day. I had her daughter called in. She got the bistros clean and had to ask a question about the bathtub. But, I think we need a lot more people talking about the opportunities out here, because we still do live in a country filled with opportunity, regardless of all the crap they're spewing all over the news and crap. It's never been a greater time in history with the technology that we have today to create the opportunity you want in your life. Look, when my dad went into General Motors in whatever it was, 1970, maybe, I don't know when exactly it was, but when he walked in there, they didn't have cell phones. You couldn't make 7 figures as a reseller. You couldn't do that. Like, that opportunity wasn't there. Today it's there. When I say there's people making 7 figures, they're running a $50 storage unit a month and making 7 figures out of a storage unit. I know, I seen it, I watched it, I studied it. I actually made it happen, not 7 figures, but I made it to 6 figures, and I knew if I hired one more person and we continued down that path for the next 3 years, we would have hit the 7-figure in sales. We would have hit that. I knew because I watched the analytics of each month increase and increase and increase. And I knew how consistent it was with applying 60 more items a day for the next 3 years to make that 90 items. I would have been just shy or right at the 7-figure bracket per year. And that isn't, it didn't take, all that took was consistency, dedication, a set amount, and doing that day in and day out every single day. You did not have to become, you had to learn a couple things. You had to learn how to post properly, how to describe your items properly, and so on and so forth. But once you get that it's just copy and repeat, copy and repeat, copy and repeat, copy and repeat. And that's what would get you there. So we're still in the land of opportunity, man. I don't care what anybody says. And there's never been a greater time for opportunity than right now. You're just going to have to expand your mindset a little bit and make sure you're around other people that sees opportunity in life as well, not the ones that see no opportunity. You cannot surround yourself with those people if you want to have a great life. And it's nothing against those people. You're always going to have those people, there's just poor me, poor me, poor me. There's no opportunity in life. Wow, that's crock shit. I say that. I used to be that guy. And then I woke up and I thought, let me work on myself for a while and see what happens. And then I became an opportunist, right? If you would like to call it. I see opportunity in everything. I see signs. I see, you laugh. Oh, you see signs. Well, there's places that do nothing but make road signs. I'm just saying, there's every house I go by, I see windows. Doesn't cost much for window cleaning supplies. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Dawn dish soap and a squeegee in a bucket. There's a 6-figure a year business right there within the first couple years. I'm just saying, there's no way you could do that with a squeegee in a bucket. Yes, you can. Sign washing. I mean, there's just opportunity everywhere. It's everywhere. And with technology, you don't even have to go out into the physical universe anymore. You can order all your supplies you're going to resell online, wait till it gets to your doorstep, and then post it and sell it. You don't even have to leave your house if you don't want to anymore. You got Grubhub. Look at all these opportunities, Grubhub. Look at that. That individual thought of that and said, hey, we're just going to deliver food to people's houses and whatever else they want, and we'll call it Grubhub. And it works. And then we'll make other people use their own vehicles and deliver it. And it works. It works pretty big. It's kind of funny because we used to joke around about that. I joked around with a couple buddies years ago when I drank beer. I said, man, a great service would be a service that could deliver beer to your house. Everybody said, that'd be crazy. That's a multi-million, that might be $1 billion business. Be the same as Grubhub, just beer. After people have their beer during the sporting events, they don't want to drive to go get more beer if they didn't get enough. You just bring them a case of beer to them. I'm telling you, that's a multi-billion-dollar idea right there. But anyways, there's opportunity everywhere. You ain't got to sell beer to do it. But there's opportunity everywhere. I love you all. Have a blessed day.